New at 10 o'clock, very unsettling accusations of abuse at a prominent Dallas all-boys school, and officials say the misconduct spanned decades. Marianne Martinez live for us tonight, Jesuit College Prep in Dallas. Marianne?
Doug, 11 predators with ties to Jesuit Dallas named today. Now, the school would not talk to us to tell us what roles they had here at the school or how many victims there might be. During this morning's prayer service, students at Jesuit Dallas were told about the priests and ministry leaders now accused of molesting kids who walked the halls of their school and prayed where they now kneel. 11 predators, including these 4, accused of sexually assaulting children while they served at the school. The others served at the school but are accused of abuse elsewhere.
I equate the list that we are seeing from the Jesuits as the same thing that comes out of the back end of a paper shredder. We have no corroboration from the authorities.
Paul Peterson asked us not to show his face. He was abused by a priest somewhere else when he was a child. He didn't speak about it until he was in his 30s. He takes issue with this statement released by the school's president. Quote, "These allegations involve heinous acts committed many years ago. I personally know of no credible reports of sexual misconduct with a minor occurring here in more than 20 years.
The fact that it happened decades ago just speaks to the fact that it should have been made public decades ago.
Some of those named today have already passed away. No way they will ever see a day in court. Peterson also rejected the school's call on victims to report abuse to the school directly.
But to simply go forward to the Dallas Police Department, to the authorities.
He called on Jesuit Dallas to turn its files over to the police if they really want to help victims.
By and large, the victims of sexual assault are underreported dramatically. And so, you know, what I always like to say is it's never 11, it's to a power of 11.
Peterson says the naming of clergymen or others who may have abused children is the most powerful thing that you can do, because you never know how many other victims there might be. We have posted all 11 names, including the names of 7 accused of molesting children elsewhere, but still having worked here at some time. Those are all on our website, cbsdfw.com. Reporting live from Dallas, Marianne Martinez, CBS 11 News.
Marianne, thank you so much. And just want to add a little bit to this. Jesuits are a Catholic order, if you don't know. Some 20% of Texans, in fact, call themselves Catholic. By the end of the month, all 15 Catholic jurisdictions in Texas do plan, we know, to release the names of priests, quote, credibly accused, end quote, of sexually abusing minors since the year 1950. Dallas Bishop Edward Burns, for the record, says the term credibly accused means that the church believes it is true that an abuse took place even without a criminal conviction. Burns also promised the criteria for what constitutes a credible accusation will be published along with this list of names, and that is supposed to happen by January 31st.